Ambassador Kenny Ken, the league ambassadors. We are here at the Grove Hotel in London. We're getting ready to go inside, ask some questions of Coach Pete Carroll as well as quarterback Russell Wilson. We're also going to holler at Doug Baldwin a little bit. We are here for the 2018 NFL International Series matchup between Junior Blues, Oakland Raiders, and the Seattle Seahawks.
How's London?
I have no idea. I've been nowhere near it. Being here has been great. Here at the Grove has been fantastic. Players are really taking to it, and they're having fun, and looking forward to the ball game.
Did the sleep change go as you thought? Now they're on a regular schedule.
Seems like we're doing all right. The way everybody's operating, we're doing fine. And so I think a lot of guys woke up in the middle of the night, but it seemed like they managed it okay.
Nick Vanette status for Sunday?
We just rested him today, but he's playing. He's ready to go.
Coach, with the roster retool of the offseason and now sitting here at week 6 with a chance to get back to 500, how would you assess the competitive nature of your team and also your ability to connect that part of your coaching vision with this squad?
I think I assessed that really well. Would you like to hear it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we're kind of in a, I think, mode of we're improving. We're getting better and they can all feel it. And we have set a style in motion a while back that we have kind of felt like we're starting to capture now that makes everybody feel, kind of in a good way that we're moving and we're getting better. We had 2 off weeks, the first 2 weeks we didn't play well. And we've come back around and feel like we're finding a little bit now. We need to see if we can keep going. It's only as good as this next week that we play. It's really about playing really tough and physical and running the football well, playing good defensive teams. That's the way what we're trying to get done, and we're aware of that. We're really disappointed that they didn't contribute to a win last week, but we still can feel the style, and so that's important for us. We're going to try to make a big push here through the middle of the season and see if we can get about halfway point. And like you said, getting back 500 is really important.
Coach, how important is it to have that consistent style and a consistent ethos for this team as faces change in the NFL? So you have a certain belief, a certain way of playing, a certain competitive spirit. How important is it to have all of those things if the players can change?
I think it's extraordinarily important that you know what you want to do and what you want to become. And you have a real clear sense, like you said, for the ethos. What is it supposed to feel like? What's it supposed to look like? Can they sense when we're on it, when we're not? I think that's hugely important. Whatever it is, whether it's one style or another, doesn't matter. It's that you know who you're trying to make this team become. And we've been real clear about that. It doesn't mean just because you know that you get it. You have to work your way through it and develop all the characteristics of that makeup. And so we're getting there. That's why there's a good positive feeling about our club, and they're excited about the challenges of continuing to push that out, and let's see how far that takes us and see where we can ride that.
Do you feel this is a team that's found its identity now? First having it off the first couple of weeks, but it changed and concerted however it did.
Yeah, if a 2 and 3 team can feel identity, in a positive way, yeah. We can sense where we're going, and it's really clear. And it's allowed us to get the sense and involve the right guys in leadership positions. These guys in the front of our offensive line are really the right guys to lead the charge. Dwayne Brown is an extraordinary leader, Fluker and Britt, and those guys are just, they're Sweezy, they're really important to us, and they have been able to kind of embrace the adjustment that's happened, and hopefully with a really good core of guys running the football, we have a chance to make some noise there.
Coach, staying with the theme of being away and then coming back, can you talk a little bit about maybe some of the challenges that your coaching counterpart, John Gruden, is experiencing because you were away from the pro game, came back after being at USC. Just what are some of the challenges that are common when you're faced in that situation?
Well, more than the challenges, I think it's about perspective. You see things differently when you come back. When you go to someplace and you go away and you come back, just like we talked about with Ken. And it, I think, enriches your appreciation and enlightenment about really how things are. And sometimes you get stuck, seeing things in one manner, and the change is good for you. And John's case out, and we have to talk to John. I can't speak for him. But he has had such a big experience outside of football with so many players and outlooks and perspectives and things. I would think that he sees things differently now. I don't know that, but that's what I would think he would. And like I said before, I think that broadens your scope, and I think it makes you more aware in different ways than maybe you ever thought you would be. That I think brings insights that you couldn't get otherwise. So I'm not speaking for him because I don't know, but I would think that would be likely the case for John too. He's a great football coach, a great football guy in general, and has always been so close to the game and never wavered from that connection to the game. And in time, as they put this new program together, that will all show. He's a fantastic football coach.
How long were you here in London last time?
I was here for about a week, made some change. Me and Sierra came out here this past summer, so that was fun, that was exciting. And then got to do some business stuff, and then also obviously some vacation, spent around some time. Went to Tottenham Stadium too, and got to meet some of the athletes around here too. So it was a great time.
This trip you're kind of out here, but have you gotten beyond these walls?
No, we've been here most of the time. It's obviously a business trip. We did have some fun last night. We got to go to play top golf last night, so we got to see who could hit it, who couldn't. So that was fun doing that and being on teams. Just some great team bonding stuff. But it's been mostly the work and everything else, getting ready for the game.
So who could hit it and who couldn't?
There were some guys that could really swing it. George Fant was one of the guys that could hit it pretty far. He hit it pretty good. Justin Britt hit it pretty good a couple times. Some other guys as well.
How's your swing?
Swung pretty good. It was pretty good. I haven't swung in a while, but I hit a couple good. I got some points playing top golf too, and I hit about 25 balls. Got about 40-some points, 45 points. Well, not too bad.
You feel acclimated to the time change and all that, or?
Yeah, I feel great. I acclimated to it. That was one of the reasons actually really why I came here this summer, just to kind of figure out how my body would respond to as well. But it hasn't been too bad. I think Coach has done a great job getting us here and everything else. We got here on Wednesday night, and then just kind of settled in and everything else. Had practice right away, and then kind of just stayed up. And then went to sleep last night. Got about probably 7 hours of good sleep last night. Pretty good for me. Pretty good for me. So.
It's another regular season game, but what do you get out of this? What's the value to you of playing a game like this?
I mean, there's a lot of value in playing a game like this. First of all, the game of football, the National Football League is spreading worldwide, which you can definitely tell and see, and just all the energy for us, the Seattle Seahawks being here. And I noticed that this summer when Sierra and I came out here, just the energy that was around football and everything else was really, really exciting. The game's really expanding around the world. I think in terms of, for us and the Seahawks, it's just to be able to go break outside of our walls every once in a while, go outside, come all the way out here to London, about a 9-hour flight for us, get here and just, we're going to feel the energy on Sunday. And we know that. We know that the stadium's going to be pretty loud, it's going to be exciting. We're playing one of the most historic, stadiums of all time, in all sports. It's going to be really exciting too. So it's an honor. It's an honor to come out here in London and play out here, and to be a part of that game, to be a part of the spreading of the game of football, not just for the National Football League, but for the world.
Are you surprised at how many Seahawks fans are here in the UK?
That's one thing I noticed in a big, big way. Last time I came in the summer was just how many Seahawks fans were here, and how much energy was around, us coming here and everything else. So we're expecting, as always, Seahawks fans are going to travel really, really well. We believe we travel to probably the best there is in football, American football that is, and so it's going to be pretty exciting.
We're broadcasting the NFL in Germany, so I asked the coach yesterday, I said there are over 300 people from Germany flying over. Did you know about the popularity in Germany, and what do you think about it?
Yeah, they said that Germany is one of our largest fan bases in terms of international. So it's been something that we definitely paid attention to. And me and C want to go there sometime soon too. So that's one of the places we're talking about going to. So we know that the fans are great there. The football's now the funny thing about Germany is I had a teammate, Marcus Kuhn, who I played with in college at NC State, who was from Germany. Played on my team, ended up playing in the NFL for several years. So football was really growing back then. I noticed that 8, 9, 10 years ago. And so it's really just accelerating now.
Russ, understanding that the game plan is a game plan. When Doug has the game like he had against the Rams on Sunday, do you guys try to talk it out with each other and just say, look, let's try to make sure that something like this doesn't happen again? He's been your security blanket since basically you got here.
Doug's always phenomenal. He's one of the best in the world to do it. He's always been a superstar. So the more times that he can get the football, the better. And that's a great thing for us.
You said about Wembley being a very historic stadium. You have the chance to make history and potentially play in Tottenham's new stadium. Are you disappointed that that's not happening?
Well, obviously, Tottenham would be really cool too. I mean, both places are amazing. Obviously, the history of playing here at Wembley, Tottenham would be really cool too. Just a brand new stadium, be the first to play there. But we did get to walk on the field, Sierra and I. We had to experience the field and all that kind of stuff. So that was really, really cool, just to be around the field, and just to notice that's going to be a pretty cool stadium for many years to come.
You look like it's nearly finished.
I don't know if I can say too much, but I think you're trying to get me here. But it's getting there. I'll say that.
Just this week, the NFL said they feel everything's in place.
Say that again?
The NFL said this week that the market's in place and everything's ready for a franchise here in the UK. It's now down to the owners. Can you talk to us a little bit about your experience in the last few days, logistically, mechanically?
Yeah, I think that in terms of franchise coming out here and playing the National Football League, playing here, the game has grown so much. It's like a worldwide game now, a game of American football, and taking it worldwide. I think that London's probably the best place to do it if you're going to go anywhere. I think that the market here, obviously, financial market, the media market, just the energy here around sports, relatively easy to get to in terms of coming from America too as well. So it would be a great place to play. So I think that's definitely a possibility for sure.
Russ, given the physical parallels between you and Drew Brees, which have been talked about ad nauseum, do you gain any new inspiration with his recent milestone achievement, particularly as you lead the Seahawks into sort of a new version of your organization?
Yeah, I think that Drew's always been an inspiration. I've watched him since really high school, college, gotten to know him over the past several years. One of my coolest experiences, one of the things I remember the most was my rookie year. I was able to go to the Pro Bowl my rookie year, and to go, to be alongside, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, Eli Manning, those guys, and Ben Roethlisberger too, I believe it was. But Drew and I were on the same team, and Eli was too. But to be around Drew, speaking of Drew in particular, just to see how he approached the game, and just obviously we have commonalities in our size and everything else, but I think the love of the game we both share. And so he's been probably the biggest inspiration in my life in terms of watching a quarterback and how he plays the game. So I have a lot of respect for him. I love how him and his family are so close too as well. Obviously I know Brittany too and their kids and everything else. And he's been a good friend since that time. He's a tremendous football player. How he sees the field and everything else. For me, I always have high goals too. I want to be the best to ever do it. Hopefully. I just take one day at a time, and have that mentality, and just continue to know that it's a process, it's a progression. I think I've been fortunate to have several successful years starting off, and just want to keep going and just keep my head down, keep working, and just have that love for the game. And just every time I step on the field, my goal is to give the Seattle Seahawks a great chance to win the game. And I've been fortunate to be able to be around some great players and great teammates and great coaches, and so I'm grateful for that every day. And I always say this, I'm one of 32 men in the world that get to do what I get to do, and Drew's one of those guys I really look up to in that sense.
Russell, how much is the commitment to the running game helped you?